Expression comes in all forms. The way you speak to a friend, the way you write about your day, the way you see a moment in time, or the way you move when words are just not enough. Dance is all about expression. And the program here at County College of Morris encourages you to do so while also providing the tools for communication, problem solving, and physical wellness. Students in the dance program at County College of Morris look forward to studying a variety of genres, including ballet, modern, and theater. Students work through their core classes that have a small faculty-to-student ratio, which allows for the students to receive proper training and individual attention. With this training, students can present their works on stage in front of an audience. Their experience on stage allows them to gain confidence in their performance techniques and gain some exposure to the world of dance, ultimately helping them move forward with their journey down the path of dance and dance education.
My name is William Montoya. I am a dance major at County College of Morris, and it's my 4th semester here.
I'm Professor Duncan. I'm the Special Projects Coordinator here at County College of Morris. I began dancing actually when I was in high school. I was a musician prior to that, and I was very active. I ran track, I played football when I was much younger. Movement made sense to me, music made sense to me, so I found myself gravitating towards dance, ballet specifically. I, as a classical musician, found the ballet music, and that's, I would go see ballet, and I'm like, hey, I think I want to do this. So that's how I began my dance life. I quickly determined that dance is something that I wanted to study in school. I went to Towson University in Maryland, right outside of Baltimore. After I graduated, I moved to New York and joined a ballet company called Theater Ballet. And I danced there until I found out that I really enjoyed the process of teaching dance. So then I went ahead and I got my MFA at Florida State University, and through connections from FSU, I found a connection to County College of Morris, and I applied, and I've been working here since around 2010. The dance department at CCM is it's kind of a classically based curriculum. The dancers study intensely in both ballet technique and modern dance technique with a nice balance of repertory, choreography, as well as more academically based history classes in both dance appreciation and dance history.
So coming here was really foreign to me. I never taken a dance class before coming here, so I was, having someone directly teach you was really beneficial for me, and get insight from someone else that has done it for so long. It was, definitely benefited me, made me grow so much. Professor Duncan has definitely given me full creative freedom, especially in the choreography class where we make our own choreography. He's never wanted us to be put in a label, or he never liked labels in general. He just wants us to create, make everything authentic, is the word he uses a lot. And so I was able to really do whatever I pleased, really, when it comes to making my own choreography. I'm very grateful for that.
I tell students this all the time: if you were able to walk into the dance studio and do it perfectly at the very first time, there would be no point to being here, right? Even today, I talk often to students about, okay, consider the fact when you were born You didn't come out walking and immediately started running a marathon. So it's expected as you're learning to walk, you're going to fall and fall and fall and fall. And then you take some tenuous, kind of shaky steps and fall again. That to me is how you learn, right? You have to make mistakes in order to learn. As I said earlier, I don't like calling them mistakes, right? You're not going to be successful every time, and you acknowledge it and try again.
What spoke to me about dance was, I guess, the artistic value in it. It's so unique compared to every other art form, where the other art forms can really complement dance itself, like music, art, like paintings and drawings and stuff, like the scenery, and I don't know, it just, again, it complements it so well, and you just really paint a full story, which is really nice. And it's not, dance is not only like an art form, but it could just be just an expression of life and just how you feel in the moment. I really like to dance, so that's why I took it. I did consider other majors when coming to County College of Morris, but I saw somewhere where like you're gonna fail at life anyway, so you might as well do something that you really love. So that's why I chose dance.
Most of the classwork that we do in the studio is together, right? We all come, take class together, work together. When I give feedback to the dancers, sometimes it's, as a class, I want you to think about doing this. As individuals, like, try these things on for size, see how that feels, see if that can take your individual performance and help it improve that performance. There's definite times where, because you're internalizing all of your learning, that it can feel really lonely, right? And encouraging students to be okay with being in solitude, working on something deeply, that's okay.
The process for everyone is really different, but for me, it usually starts with a song I really like. Especially when I hear a song for the first time and it's really something I really like, I just have like a compulsion to dance, and I think that's really starts it. And from there, I translate what I'm feeling into movement, and that usually only happens at night, because that's typically when I listen to my music. As I'm doing movement, it kind of forms more of a story of what I want to portray, and then I can go back and like touch up and like redo some stuff, and that's just a process, going back and forth until I find something that really fits with what I want.
So preparing students for performance, students love to perform. Sometimes to such an extent that all they think about is the end of it, right? They only think about the performance. And when you compare the amount of time that you're performing to the rest of the time necessary, it's really a pretty small percentage. So there's times, as far as the preparation for performance, you have the class time to prepare the body, to work on really understanding the technique and the form of movement. Then you've got the rehearsal process, which sometimes is just about creating movement. Then how do we take this movement vocabulary and structure it into a recognizable form? Then how do we work with the dancer to kind of build through repetition their ability to execute the movement precisely, as well as with a level of artistry. So all of that's part of the preparation, right? And I think a lot of audiences, they see the final performance and it's kind of narrow or whittled down to just that performance, that the audience never sees or knows much about the behind the scenes stuff. And I want to encourage dancers to really accept the big picture of performing for or preparing for performance.
I used to wear the same hat and an overcoat, and I didn't even expect to wear that. But again, it's like one of the last things I think of when making a dance. And it's just as equally as important as the movement, because you're trying to portray something, and if you don't have that like imagery in the sense of like what you're wearing, that can really hinder the movement, and that's why it's like the very last thing for me. I feel like that idea of the horizon has really changed throughout my 4 semesters here, and the idea of the horizon is something like a sunset. You can't really go out and go to that place, just something you see. As of right now, I've kind of been interpreting it as like my progression really, and how far I've come, and especially like with Professor Duncan and Chandler, they really try to ground and instill enjoying the process, because they really help me like lock in that kind of perspective of looking at my progression. And that's where Horizons really is for me, is looking back and looking at my progression and enjoying the process of doing what I'm doing now, and just kind of living in it.